Hello, this is Miss Chambers, and I am going to work out a problem that is a limit problem involving trig, and I'm going to have to use the squeeze theorem in order to evaluate it. So it says find the limit as x approaches 0 of sine of 3x over x. And if you were able to use your calculator, you would just graph this function and then look at the table or the graph as x gets closer to 0. But most likely in this class, this is going to be the type of problem you're going to see on a test that doesn't allow you to use a calculator. So we got to figure out how to solve this without using a calculator. So according to the squeeze theorem, we know that the limit as x approaches 0 of sine of x over x equals 1. And this looks a lot like that, but this has a 3x and this just has an x. One thing to keep in mind is, even though in the shortcut, the identity here, even though they use the x and an x, if you have the same thing here as down here, this identity still holds true. So really this should be, instead of an x, really it should be, let's say, a u, to show that any function, any expression that is repeated here and here, in the numerator and in the denominator, it would still equal 1. And the reason why that's so important is because if I can make the denominator 3x, I can use this identity to help me find the limit without a calculator. So one strategy we have when it comes to quotients is we can multiply by 1, but not literally by 1, but by something, a fraction that equals 1. So multiply the top and the bottom by the same number. Well, if we want the bottom to be 3x, then we just multiply top and bottom by 3. So this is what it looks like. It becomes limit as x approaches 0 of 3 times sine of 3x over 3 times x. Only thing I did was multiply top and bottom by 3. 3 over 3 equals 1. So I didn't change the function itself, I just changed its appearance. Now I have the same thing here and here. At the top by my sine and then in my denominator. So I know now that this will equal 1, and then I still have this constant of 3. So when I evaluate, I'll just say 3, my constant, times sine of 3x over 3x. We know when we're finding the limit as x approaches 0, because of this identity, will equal 1. So overall, my limit is just 3.